Greetings on this Wednesday of the second week of Easter, the Easter season. On the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, you probably already know this, the first widely recognized Earth Day was held on this date in 1970. There was one earlier in San Francisco, but a larger group got this one more recognized a year later, and the following year after that, Senator Gaylord Nelson from Wisconsin was pushing for an Earth Week. 4 years later, U.S. Congress and President Gerald Ford proclaimed and urged observance of Earth Day on March equinox. Anyway, this is the day when we celebrate Earth Day, and it's fitting. We were remembering St. Kateri Tewakitha. She was beatified on the 18th of April, and she is a patron of the environment itself. And we also remembered on the 19th of April when Pope Benedict the 16th, former Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, was elected Pope. He, during his papacy, became known as the Green Pope, who took measures to promote ecology by putting solar panels in the Vatican's Paul VI audience hall, and then also an electric hybrid Pope-mobile that he used some of the time. And he spoke about the earth and its importance and our responsibility for it in Caritas in Veritate. So we are grateful and celebrate and assume our personal responsibilities for being mandated to be good stewards of all of creation. Predictably, during this time that we're living right now, the air in China and India and large metropolitan areas throughout the world has become considerably cleaner as the traffic has been virtually brought to a halt because of the coronavirus and the stay-at-home mandates in several different places. Ourselves, listening to the readings for this week, and the Wednesday of the second week of Easter, we listened to the very famous sayings on sports venues and among sports teams. John 3:16, God so loved the world that he sent his only Son, that all who would believe in him would be saved and not die. I guess it's in a way kind of a challenge for ourselves and our own faith, affirmation of our belief that we will live beyond the human existence that we have. Some of us who are further along on the journey, we might remember John Quincy Adams when he was 80 years old, who was asked by a friend of his how he was doing, and he replied, "John is very well, thank you, but the house that he lives in is sadly dilapidated. It's tottering on its foundations, the walls are badly shattered, and the roof is worn. The building trembles with every wind, and I think John Quincy Adams will have to move out of it before long. But he himself is very well, thank you." In a sense, it was his statement of faith, and for us, it might be a question for ourselves as well, believing that we will pass from this life into a new life, God's daughters and sons as we were, are now, and always will be.